Good morning, everyone. How are y'all today? Hello, hello, hello. I am just sharing this out real quick. All right. Good morning, Florina. Good morning, Kayla. How are you guys? I am sharing. If y'all would like and share as well, please, I would appreciate it. Good morning, Joyanne. Morning, Sandra. How's Eric doing? And how's your daddy? Hi, Nicole. How are y'all doing this morning? I am trying to share this out real quick, and I will be right there. Hi, Melissa. Let's see. Coffee. Please like and share. Eric is good, and no news is good news for my dad. Thank you. Okay. Um, keep us updated, Sandra, and I still have both of them on the prayer list, and you as well. Hi, Nick. Good morning. I'm just sharing, guys. I will be right there. Come on, work with me here. So my computer is really getting bad. I hope Shawn comes in here today because I have to ask him something. And if this computer goes, all my stuff goes. I have all my editing stuff on here, and I can't just transfer it to another computer because it's a one-time buy, pretty much. And so I have to repurchase all of it, and I can't do that right now. So I've got to pamper this and baby this as much as I can. But I'm hoping he comes in today because I really want to ask him a question. So, how has everybody's morning been so far? Mine's been pretty good. I woke up. Okay, I think somebody already shared that there. Thank you. Just okay. I kind of got to the point where I'm tired of saying just okay, so I'm just going to start saying like my aunt says, I'm blessed. If that makes any sense at all. Good morning, Tex. How are you? Can y'all hear that fan real bad or anything? It is so hot here in Texas right now, and you get miserable if you ain't got no air. Well, that's good, Kayla. I did not. Them bathroom trips start getting worse after 40. Just tired. I think we're all tired. think it's just something in the air. Okay, I think I shared it about as much as I can share it. So let me get back over here to y'all. So today I'm going to have to be reading a lot of stuff off my computer. I was able to get one thing printed. And then my printer deal kind of went on me. So, okay. Get up here. Alright, this needs to update. It's not updating. Okay. Well, I'm so glad that my voice is calming, Nicole, and I have had many panic attacks over the last 2 years, so I understand completely. Need prayers for grandbaby. Him and his daycare group got the... Oh, poor baby. Come on, Gigi. Yes, we changed our name. We are not doing paranormal right now. And we just decided to rebrand, not restart, but just rebrand everything and start fresh. How are you doing? I hadn't seen you in a bit. It's always good to see people just pop in and let us know they're okay. And let's see. I'm trying to get my stuff up over here. It's not working. Okay. So I am going to have to be reading a lot off the computer, so I'm not going to be staring directly at the camera. And I'm not going to have a lot of paperwork in front of me because stupid printer. But I do have some stuff here that I'm going to be able to look at. Still kicking for the most part. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. And my computer is just not working with me. So if you are here for the podcast itself, I will leave a timestamp in the description or the comment section below, and I will pin it, and that'll take you directly to the podcast if you don't want to sit here and listen to me do announcements and our prayer list and all that. But it would be awesome if you did. Thank you, Florina. There are so many people, even some of my, I wouldn't say like some of my good like friends that I've had on here for a long time that still don't even know that we changed our name. They're just now realizing it. So that's crazy. Hi, Paranormal Patrick. How are you, bestie? I mean, I've put it everywhere. I've posted it everywhere. I made several videos about it and everything else, and people still don't even know that we changed our name. So I'm sure that's why a lot of people aren't even coming, because they get a notification for Conversation for the Curious, and they're like, who's that? I don't know who that is. I don't even think I subscribe to them. But I appreciate all you that do come and that do share it out and make sure other people know that we did change our name. Because it's been what? It's been what, a month or so now since we did that? Shall I post it to my forehead? I definitely wouldn't make you do that, Florina. interrupting my live stream. Well, you're just scrolling along and boom, who dat? Exactly. So, for all y'all that are coming in, we are going to be going into a case that is still pretty current. It is it's coming up on the year anniversary of the death of this young man. And there are so many questionable things that happened. And the family wants answers. The community wants answers. And this has affected a lot of South Central Oklahoma and North Central Texas, which is where I'm from. And we know this community. We know we've lived up and around that area. We have friends that live in that area. And, of course, my daughter is in that area right now. And so it's scary to think that some of this stuff can happen. And once we start reading this case, you'll understand why the community is so upset and why the family wants answers. It's definitely a crazy case. And if you have not heard about it, yeah, it's going to surprise you. So his name is Noah, and it's so sad what has taken place. What is is that doing that on y'all's end? I'm just like going, ooh, what is that? Are y'all seeing this? It's not really a first-hand story. This is info from your side is fine. I wish y'all could see what I'm seeing right now. My end, like I'm doing this, and it looks like there's something. Ooh, that's crazy. I'm going to see if I can get my other camera up here. My old phone. Turn it on and see if I can get something to record it. What are you doing? It's weird. You'll see. Hold on. Let me show you what I'm seeing on my end. This is crazy. That's kind of tripping me out a little bit. It's fine here. Hi, Native. Okay, well, I'm going to record this so y'all can see what I'm seeing because this is freaky. I feel like I'm on like LSD or something. Nicole says, I'm so curious. Well, I'm fixing to show you. Let me. Okay. All right, so I've got to do this stuff, y'all, so you'll see what I'm talking about. But oh, I'm trying to get it to where it's like when I move my head and stuff. Let me zoom it in a little bit. I don't know if y'all be able to see it on the video as well as I can, but well, get over here. Okay, see if y'all can see what I'm talking about here. Morning, Jenny. I was trying to get it to where y'all could see all of it, but I couldn't see while I was holding the camera. Y'all see what it's doing on my end? But my camera is focused. Like, What is it focusing on, though? I feel like I'm in a rave or something. And that somebody just gave me something that I probably shouldn't have took. That's going to be annoying. Okay, because my face is going... Let's see. This is tripping me out. Okay, now maybe you can see it better on that one. Okay. Watch. Isn't that creepy? And didn't start doing it until after I said I was not doing paranormal. Batrican, you are not blocked. You better not be blocked. Hold on. Hi, E.T. Hi, Cheryl. Give me just a sec, guys. I got to check this. Batty said that he is blocked, but... I don't think it's a lot because I have this light on every single live stream. Let me move it over this way some. Whoa, where'd y'all go? Hello. This is just going to be one of those days. It's still, oh, well, I don't care. If y'all can't see it, then it's going to be okay. But I've got to go find out why Batty is saying that he is blocked because he is not blocked. Exactly, Nicole. I'm glad y'all can see it too. I was going to say, maybe I do need to go somewhere and get myself a little treatment. Hold on, Batty. I'm checking. I know I did not block you, so. And if that's starting again, I'm going to be doing away with all my mods. And restarting again. That upsets me so bad. And I know nobody has a problem with Batty, so. He just messaged me, Jenny, and said that he couldn't comment, that he was blocked. And I don't see you on the block list, Batty. Maybe try putting in an emoji or something. If you can hear me. Try putting in just like one emoji and then click enter and see if that lets you. Because I don't see you on the block list nowhere. You're on my approved list. So I don't even have to approve any of your comments or nothing. And you're a mod, so. I don't know how that would happen. Could be a YouTube glitch, yeah. I don't see how a mod could block him, Nicole, because mods are not supposed to be able to block other mods. Okay, Betty. He's messaging me. So he's listening, but he's messaging. Okay. Let's see. I really better not find out that anybody blocked him, because then I'm going to be angry. And you won't like me when I'm angry. Oh, I can't even do that myself without laughing. No, 90%, 95,000% people on here are meant to be blocked. But I have come on here and there'll be people on here that should not have been blocked. And it better be a YouTube thing. I think it is a YouTube thing, Batty, because I don't see you blocked. You're not on my block list. It's okay, I give you a... You better... What'd you say? It's okay, I give you a thumbs up, even though... Oh, I do not, Batrican. You better hush it. You're one of my besties, Batty. I would never hate you. Okay. No, Batty, you're definitely not on the block list. And you are on my approved list. Yeah, there you are right there, Batrican. You're a mod. And then right here, you're an approved user. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, never mind. That's Carlos the Fam. I was like, what? All I saw was Carlos, and it was on the mods list, and I was like, huh? No. But it's Carlos the Fam. He is a mod. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, he's not even in the chat. He can't comment at all. So he's just messaging. It's YouTube then? Yeah, it is. Dang YouTube, fix your stuff. I blocked him because he... Jenny. You blocked me. People, we are having a mod cage match. See, I didn't think any mods could block any other mods, though. I thought I was the only one that could block a mod. So I think it has to be a YouTube thing. But maybe just completely clear out, Batty, and then try to come back. And we'll see if it does or not. Yeah, maybe. That might help. But see, like my deal over here, if playback back doesn't begin shortly, try restarting your device. That's all I'm getting. Okay, Batty, love you. Batty says, say hello to everybody, but he does have to go. He's got to get back to work. But he says hello to everybody. He also said to tell you all that I am his favorite sister, and he loves me so much, and he's so sorry he's always mean to me. Thank you so much for saying that, Batty. That just means so much to me. Okay. I wish that would get off there. Okay. This is... Okay, y'all. I'm going to have to go out and come back in. I can't do this. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. Let me go out and see if I can fix this. How do I fix this? Let's Oh, no, now it's worse. I mean, that looks trippy as heck. I wish y'all could see this. Joyanne. Well, I only make people mods on here if you've been with me for a really long time. I see that you're constantly at my live streams. You're constantly sharing our stuff. You know, you deserve to be a mod. Now, if you're new to the channel and I don't know you very well or anything like that, once I get to know you, maybe I'll make you a mod. But I have a lot of mods, but I've been on here for over 7 years. So, yeah, it's still happening, but worse. I don't know. I didn't see that, Sandra. I'll have to check it out. This last week, I have been really busy. I'm in something. I feel like I'm just like, I don't know. It's trippy. It's cool, though. It's trippy. Oh, gosh. That scared me. I don't like when my face did that. I'm just going to read myself like this. Okay, I'm just going to turn my camera off. How about that? How about that? Where's my picture? There it is. Okay, I'm just going to turn the camera off. It's distracting me too much. Why didn't somebody recommend that before? Y'all like seeing me tripping out, don't you? Don't look at the screen. Turn it sideways. I'm just going to turn my camera off. So we're going to go ahead and do our prayer list. And if anyone has anything to add, Joyanne, you did want me to add your son the other day, right? I can't print anything off, so I'm going by my list that's up here on the computer. And all my other ones from my past live streams are filed away already. So you did want me to add your son, right? Maybe you need Skittles. I think I might have already had some, Sandra. That could be the problem. All right, so if y'all will continue to keep me and Coty in your prayers. We definitely need them right now, big time. My oldest daughter, Victoria, please keep her in your prayers, and also keep the prayers of her friends. I can't talk. Keep her friend's family in your prayers. Her friend OD'd on fentanyl and passed away the other day. She was in the same rehab as Victoria, and she left the rehab, and she lost her battle against drug addiction. So please keep her family in your prayers. Please keep my mom and dad in your prayers. Please keep April's mom and dad in your prayers. They've got some things going on that they need prayers for. Also keep my Twinkie in your prayers, as she's going to be getting ready to have surgery and stuff again, that she gets all that taken care of. Yes, please pray for Jenny's Aunt Carol. Lots of prayers for her, Jenny. For Steph Layne, Debbie McWaters and her family. Let me add her right now, Jenny. Okay, I've got her added, hon. All right. Melissa and Patrick and their family. Kimberly Adair, keep her in your prayers for her health. And also, they just had the memorial for her brother, so keep them in your prayers. Keep my sister-in-law, Savannah, and my friend, which is Savannah's mom, Kimberly Lemons, and their family in your prayers. Savannah lost her grandma, and Kim lost her mother-in-law. And Darlene was such a sweet woman. I loved her to death, and I'm sad, but I'm also glad that she's up there with her husband. I know she's been missing him, and she's up there pain-free and healthy. So it's sad, but you can also rejoice in the fact that she knows, she's up there somewhere far better. Everyday Treasure and his family, Charmaine and Aaliyah, VodkaVamp and her family, definitely her mom, Omar and Tiff, Jen from Eddie and Jen vlogs and then some, Ghost Mafia's family and friends, Sarah Hardy, she's still trying to get a AC for her house and stuff, and in this heat right now, we've been in the 110s, 115s almost every single day. So I pray that she finds something. Uh, Sandra's dad, Andre, and also Sandra's husband, Eric, who is healing from knee surgery. And keep Miss Sandra in your prayers, too. Robin, Tammy. Tammy's dad just found out that he has stage 4 cancer. So please keep them in your prayers and her dad as well. My cousin Michelle for her health. Wendy's son. Amanda B's parents and her family. Jan from Taro and T. Keep our sis in your prayers. Loretta Houston, who is battling skin cancer. Louisa, recovering still from her surgery. Jenna, aka Honeybubs, for health problems. Donnie and his family. Please pray for my cousin's family. She just lost her grandson. Her daughter, and her daughter lost her son. So please keep them in your prayers. That's very heartbreaking. Please keep Layne and Sky in your prayers as they're moving. Keep me in your prayers as they're moving away, and I'm not going to get to see her every single day, which I still should be able to get to see her every single day because she does still work in the same town that we live. But I pray for them that they are able to get the move done and everything's easy for them. Also pray that they find a good home for Juju, which is their dog. He is such a good dog, loving dog, and he needs a good home because they cannot have him there. Please pray for Joanne's son, Michelle Kuhn. And I think that's all I have on my list right now. If y'all have anybody else that you know of, you can just let us know. Dear Heavenly Father, please hear our prayers for the sick members in our community and for all those in need. You know what those needs are. Show your mercy as you close wounds, cure illness, and make broken souls whole again. Thank you for the amazing people in this community who are constantly battling for those around them. Thank you for the people you have put in our path. We thank you for all that you do and all that you are. In your name, amen. All right, guys, this week's shout out, creator shout out, or the bi-weekly creator shout out, winner was Jamie Riggle Htd, and she chose to shout out Matt is the creator. So his link will be down in the description below if you'd like to go check him out. Let him know that Jamie and Amy sent you. And again, we will be doing the I Get It From My Mama live stream right after this. So yeah. Also, the live auction. I'm still not sure if we're going to continue to do that or not because the haunted dolls did sell. So, and that came at a very, perfect timing. They actually got bought from a museum in Dallas, Texas here. And the guy is going to have them set up with all the other haunted dolls that they have and have some of their stories out there with them. So that's awesome to know. But we still have some haunted items and some equipment and all that stuff that we could be selling. So we may still do the auction. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I'm still going to keep it set up. But, you know, it may change before then. So just know that. But if you wanted one of the dolls, I'm so sorry. They are gone. Let's see. Any more announcements? Happy anniversary to my brother Greg and my sister-in-law Savannah. They've been married 18 years today. That's awesome, Roberta. So glad to hear that. All right. Thank you, Melissa. But I really, truly would like all of you to please send out lots of extra prayers for us right now. Over the next couple of days is going to be kind of a scary, crucial thing, I guess you could say. But again, I'm putting it in God's hands, and what will be, what is, what will be. But I do appreciate all the prayers. And I appreciate all the friends who have been there to let me vent. And yeah, it's a lot sometimes. All right, so this young man, I'm not going to be able to see the screen, guys, over here, but I'll try to keep an eye on the comments on this one over here. Actually, you know what? I might be able to see the screen. Yeah, I think I can. All right, so this case that we're going to be talking about today, why is that doing that? I think everything in my deal is going to start messing up. So this young man had just graduated high school. He was already signed up to go into the military, and that's what he wanted to do for his life. Oh, Ansley and Elena, I love you girls, and I miss y'all so much. I'm sending you the biggest hugs. Love you, sweet girls. Those are my nieces, my great nieces. Let's see. I have missed y'all truly, though. You have no idea. All right, so Oklahoma teen Noah Presgrove's family, they're reacting to his cause of death because there's so much left up in the air, and there's the police say one thing, the State Department says another thing, and then his medical examiner report says another thing. And one thing I am glad that we do have our hands on is we do have the medical examiner's report right here in my hand. So we'll be able to go over that as well. Love you too, Cheryl. So, Noah is 19 years old, and he was at a 4-day, and I don't understand this anyway. He was at a 4-day, 22nd birthday party with friends over the Labor Day weekend. And it was heavily documented on social media. Hi, Wendy. So there was videos, there was pictures, there was posts all over social media all that 4 days. So the last day of the party, the last night of the party, there is videos out of Noah. People were writing all over him with markers. They were writing all over his bottom area, all over his chest with marker. There's also videos out of him and his girlfriend, I guess, apparently getting into an argument. There is videos out of some other guy standing near him, and he's holding a rifle. And so that was kind of weird that, you know, any of that should be out while people are partying and drinking. But this is over a 4-day period. This is all happening. The night of the last party, apparently Noah and several other men had went out and got into an accident on the land, driving his best friend's ATV. Let me find this part right here. Hold on. Hold on, I want to find this because I want to make sure I get his name right. Where is it? I had all. See, I hate when I can't print all this stuff out because then I have to go searching for it again. But I want to make sure. Jack Wilson. Or Jack. Jack, what's his last name? So Jack is Noah's best friend. He was at the party with him, and apparently the hold on just a sec. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Apparently the ATV that Noah and the other guys wrecked was his friend Jack's. But apparently Jack and his girlfriend were asleep during all this when it supposedly happened, and then they woke him up. Jack Newton, thank you. So they woke him up to let him know that it had happened. So there was an accident that night. And then there's a lot of confusion and misconception of what happened after that. So apparently Noah and his girlfriend had gotten into a fight. And I'm assuming some people are saying that he walked off from the party. But I feel like with the types of injuries he had and where he was found and how he was found, that's very unlikely. And this is just my opinion. I do not have any resources other than what I have found online and what I have been following. And me and my mom have been definitely following this case. But let me get back up here. How are you, Jams and Sandwiches? Thank you so much for that. So Jeremy Wilson is the sheriff in Jefferson County in Oklahoma, and he's been there since 2017. So this is from People Magazine. And he worked in law enforcement since 2005 and served in the military before that. And he says he has never seen anything quite like the death of 19-year-old Noah Presgrove. Wilson was one of the first authorities on the scene early on September 4th after two 911 callers reported seeing Noah's body while driving down Highway 81 just outside of Terrell, Oklahoma. One caller stated that it just looked awfully odd, and he only identified himself as Tyler. And so the undersheriff Jeremy Williams was soon sent out. Sheriff Wilson joined him not long after, along with members of the Terrell Volunteer Fire Department who helped secure the scene. Hi, Sam. We are just getting started on the case, Sam, so you're good. When they found Noah, it was very odd because he was laying on his back, partly on the side of the road there. A lot of people that first came upon the scene or whatever thought maybe it was a hit and run, but there was very odd things, and Noah was completely naked. He had no clothes on. He had two different shoes on. He had a Hey Dude on, and I believe they said the other one was, can't remember what they said the other one was, but he had two different shoes on, and he had a pair of white shorts that were away from him a little bit, a few feet away from him. They weren't messed up. Beside him on the ground were a few of his teeth. Adidas. Jams, you're following. I'm just right now, I hate having to do it this way. I like having my stuff right here in front of me. That way I can find it a lot faster. Are you from around here, Jams, or are you just following the case? They also said a few of his teeth were laying there, and there was a spot of blood. But from the amount of injuries that he had, there just was not enough blood there. There was only just a little spot. And I will tell you, I used to live in Oklahoma, Jams, and I live right on the other side of the Red River. But my daughter and I have friends live there in Terrell. and in the Comanche and all that area. So if you've seen that highway, which I mean, a lot of you probably have not, there is a lot of 18-wheelers that go down those roads. And us in Texas, along with those in Oklahoma, the speed limit is just a suggestion for some people. So that highway is usually pretty like driving fast, and there's a lot of big trucks and stuff like that. And I feel like if he would have got hit by anything there would have been a whole lot more blood. My brother-in-law was killed by being hit by an 18-wheeler. And there's just so much more damage. So much more damage. And so I feel like they could have pretty much concluded right there that that was not the case. And with the amount of oh, really? Really? Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, this case has really gotten global news. There are so many retired FBI agents, retired police, retired everything that are trying to help the family with this case. They're doing it on their own, in their own free time, and they're wanting to actually help them get the answers, because this is very, 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 very confusing. The whole entire case is very confusing. So was it an accident? Like, I've even thought to the point where maybe, hi Amanda, to the point where maybe he got hurt in the ATV accident, and that somebody else was driving and they did not want to get in trouble for it. So they made it look like it was something else. And again, this is my opinion. I'm just putting ideas out there. This is not true by any means. And it's just my personal opinion. But could it have been, but the injuries that he sustained were just not, they didn't add up. Okay, Jam, thank you. They didn't add up at all. And where he was found. So, and there's a lot of questions about, because the stories keep changing from his friends that were at the party. Some people say that him and his girlfriend had an argument. Some people say they hadn't. Some people say that there was girls that gave him a shower because they wanted to know where the marker was, because in the pictures and the videos, not long before that, people were drawing on him with marker. They wanted to know where that was. So people at the party said that 2 girls gave him a shower because he was dirty after the accident. There's also been statements of the patio where he supposedly was getting into an argument with somebody there on the back patio. The patio had been cleaned with bleach. I don't understand why 2 girls would go and give him a shower or anything. He was also not even wearing his shoes. He was wearing 2 different shoes of somebody else's. And I really don't think that the accident site or where they found him does not match up to what could have happened to him there. There should have been a lot more blood. And 9 times out of 10, if you accidentally hit somebody that's like drunk and they're walking in front of you or whatever, you're going to stop. Unless that person's drunk or something as well, and they just don't stop. Or if somebody just came up behind him and did it on purpose. But from where his body was at to the house where he was partying is about a mile or so. And he had to go down along a dark road from the house to the highway itself and then walk down the highway to where he was at. And I just don't feel like if he sustained those types of injuries that he died from at the house, he would have been able to walk. So if this did happen at the house, somebody put him there. And he was put there somewhere between, I believe they said 3 and 5 a.m. I think he was found at like, was it 5:15? Jam, if you're here, you might know. Let me see. I got the report right here. Let me see if I can. But the medical examiner's report is unknown. Like it says, matter of death is undetermined, which I don't understand that at all. So, some key details in the case have been publicly confirmed, including that before he died, Noah was definitely partying with those friends on that weekend. But there are so many answers, or so many questions that are not being answered. And if they are being answered, they're being, the answers are being changed and all this other stuff. Maybe he was drugged. The toxicology report did show massive amounts of alcohol, which that's to be, they were partying. So if anybody did anything like that, they could have hit it within those things, But usually if you're drugged with a specific drug that could cause, anything, it would show up in the toxicology report. But I don't believe any of that was shown up. Let me see. And a manner of death, they have it listed as unknown. Okay, so this is, let me read you what the coroner found out, or what the coroner listed. Multiple blunt force injuries to the head and neck, abraded avulsion laceration on the left top of the head, subjacent abrasions on the lateral left eyebrow, corner of the left eye and left cheek, front of the left ear with associated lacerations, and left side of the neck. Abrasions on the right hip, abrasions on the right back of the head behind the right ear, and subjacent posterior right neck, broken upper and lower teeth with abrasions on the midline mucosa of the upper lip, and lacerations on the left surface of the tongue. Subcutaneous scalp and subglacial hemorrhages on the parietal, occipital, and bilateral temporal and left front regions of the head. This is this is multiple injuries. Left temporal muscle laceration and hemorrhage. Fractures of the left parietal, temporal, and frontal bones. Basal skull fracture splitting the middle base of the skull in two. Skull into two, extending to the left temporal and sphenoid bones around the optical bones. So it basically split his skull in half. Additional separate fractures of the occipital bone extending into the edge of the forearm, magnum and occipital, I don't know what this word is, condyles. Subdural hemorrhage of approximately 20 millimeters. Bilateral subarachnoid hemorrhage. Swelling of the brain with laceration of the inferior surface of the left temporal lobe. Brainstem and adjacent cerebral vessels and left cerebellum. Cervical fracture at C1, C2, C6, and C7. Misalignment of C1 and occipital condyle, and pneumocephalus and pneumoorhasis. I don't know what either one of those means, but I know they said that his neck and stuff was broke. So that was just his head and his neck. The torso, broad abrasions on the upper back containing black material. Abrasions showing combined linear and very sized pinpoint to round or irregular individual patterns involving the left upper back, shoulder, posterior left arm, and left side of the torso. Abrasions of the right buttock, abrasions with the very, very sized pinpoint to round or irregular abrasions on the side of the left buttock, lacerations of the right and left lung with contusions, left pulmonary vessels, left atrium of the heart, spleen, and proximal stomach, soft tissue hemorrhage of the posterior upper chest cavity, bilateral hemothorax of at least 1,200 milliliters in toto, hemopericardium of at least 150 milliliters, bilateral scapular fracture, bilateral posterior rib fractures as follows. The right 1 through 5 and 8 rib. So 1 through 5 ribs and then his 8th rib on the right side. And on the left side, 2 through 5 were broke. Thoracic fractures, vertebral fractures T1, T2, T4 through T9 and T11. Bilateral pneumothoraces with left more than to the right. Abrasions on the right arm and forearm, left elbow, thighs, knees, legs, and right foot, side of the right ankle and side of the right hip. Contusions on the back of the right heel. No evidence of fractures on the feet or the heel. Exactly. Let's see. So, in consideration of the circumstances surrounding the death, autopsy, examination, and toxicology reports, the death of Noah Alexander Nichols, but his last name was Presgrove, is due to multiple blunt force injuries. The decedent was found naked, wearing only a pair of shoes on the side of the highway on the morning of September 4, 2023. There was no vehicle or debris observed at the scene. At this time, what transpired on how the body was found on the road, having multiple blunt force injuries, is unknown. Therefore, the manner of death is deemed undetermined. Wow. I mean, okay, I understand if you get hit by a vehicle, you're going to have like a crap ton of injuries, internal injuries. But there would also be a lot of external injuries, I would believe. And there should be a lot more blood, right? I feel like there should be a lot more blood. Even the sheriff, Wilson, said, what I saw in the very beginning, I personally did not believe this was a hit and run. And he made it clear that he was only speaking in the capacity of being a first responder, because the state immediately assumed jurisdiction, given that the death was reported on a highway. But Wilson says what he saw that morning, Noah was naked on his back and had a couple of teeth laying next to his body. According to his autopsy, he wore only a pair of mismatched shoes, and a pair of white printed shorts were found nearby that showed no observable damage. There was blood on the scene, but not as much as should have been there. Let me put it that way, Wilson said. Even if you were hit by a passenger car on highway speeds that night, there should have been a lot more blood. What's more, he said, there was not a lot of road rash, like he slid. If he got hit by a car going 65 miles an hour, his body did not look like it had been hit by a car. There was no road rash. There was no external damage, other than just like a few little, like it said in the statement here, pin marks, And it's weird that all those little pin mark thingies were found around the areas where he had been drawn on. Because, again, all the names and everything that were wrote on him were all washed off. There was also no vehicular parts there. If your car hit something, even a person going 65 miles an hour, there's going to be something left over. There's going to be skid marks. There's going to be parts of your grill or anything like that, glass, anything. There's going to be something there. And they searched the whole, like that whole road, and found no signs of any kind of vehicular parts or anything. But if he was beaten this badly, I can't even imagine the type of people that did this. But I also feel like if he did get hurt in that the ATV accident, because that keeps being brought up a lot, why didn't they just call? You know, they said he was the one driving. If he was the one driving, it would have been an accident. It would have been his deal, but he could have got help. There may have been time to help him. So even if it was just an accident, you didn't get help. You didn't call for help because you were scared that you would get in trouble. So that's still, in my opinion, I feel like someone at that party knows what happened. And someone, I've also heard that someone has went and said something. Yes, they did check the ATV for damage, Joyanne, but they released it back to his friend, Jack, within a couple hours. They did notice that there were signs of an accident, but again, probably not enough. They said that the ATV rolled. But they gave the ATV back to him within a couple hours of getting it and released it to his father. So that makes no sense to me. So is this a cover-up? Is this just an accident, a bad accident? Was he hurt? And in Duncan, Oklahoma, there's a big sign as you're coming into it, and it says, it's got a big picture of Noah, and it says, "You know what happened to me, so why don't you help?" And that would be heartbreaking to see. And to even know that if somebody does know what happened to him and they're hiding it, that is so sad. Let me see if this one ever loaded. The one I needed loaded never loaded. Okay. But the autopsy does say that blunt force trauma to the head was what actually unalived him. But his poor family, I know they're going through heck. Because I know on any interviews, his mother is saying she does not believe it's an accident at all. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, one, that this investigation has been having to go on for so long, and there were so many people there at that party that probably know what happened. And also the way that his teeth were found scattered across the highway, like, you know, there were some right there beside him, but then some of his teeth were found on the highway. That it was just, it looked suspicious. It looked like the scene had been staged. His family describes him as a very good young man. He played football in high school. He had signed up for the military, and that's what he was going to build a career at. He did. He was a good old country boy. He liked to party. He liked to have fun. He liked to ride ATVs, stuff like that. And he was just an all-American boy. Like, I honestly don't believe that this was an accident. And I urge everyone to look into this case. There are so many people doing stories on this case. Me and my mom watch this all the time. We are in the group on Facebook, finding out what happened to Noah. And there are so many questions and so many misconceptions. Like in one interview, his friends will say one thing, and in another interview, they'll change it to something else. And then when they're asked about it, they'll say, "Oh no, well I was asleep," or somebody else told me that, or they'll try to make it to where they weren't the ones lying, that they just got confused. But eventually, somebody's really going to mess up. But he had only graduated a couple of months earlier, which is what makes it so sad, because he would have graduated in June, and he died in September. He died. Well, my birthday is September 3rd. That's how I remember this case so well, is because that next morning we got up and we heard the news that they had found a body on the side of the highway. And of course, anytime a body's found anywhere around this area, because we had a couple of young men here in our town that have been missing for a really long time. And anytime there's a body that's found, we always, pay attention and watch it, and, just to make sure that it's not the young men that have been searched for here. I just don't understand that. Like, it was a 4-day party, though. Like, these are mostly teenagers at this party. I think the girl that was having the party, she was 22 years old. So why is she not being held accountable for? There's also videos, and I will share the link of this particular one. There's videos of all these people, like, just him telling them to slap him in the face when he's really drunk. And, like, I know there's a couple of girls that do it on the video, but then there's a guy that did it, and he just kind of, like, smacked him on the face real easy and then took off running. But you can kind of see from the videos and the pictures that are posted that this was a everybody was gone crazy party. And the other thing that I didn't like is the picture of the teenager holding the rifle, and Noah's kind of right there in front of him. It really is not right. Why would you even post that picture, though? But where are all these things that, like, them riding on him and all that? That was the night of the accident. Like, whatever happened, that was the night it happened. So and then saying that 2 girls gave him a shower, but the 2 girls' names are never mentioned of who they were. Why would you give him a shower? And, like, it's marker. You're going to have to scrub marker off. You can't just, like, give somebody a shower and wipe it off. You have to, like, literally scrub. So is that the marks that were on his buttocks and his chest and all that and his back, where they had scrubbed off their names of him? Bye, Andre. Love you. Hugs to you, too. And if so, were they cleaning him up because of the accident? Were they getting blood off of him? Were they... True, Joyanne. It is so hard to get off with just a rag and soap. And why was the back patio cleaned with bleach? Because as soon as they got through at the scene where they had found Noah, they went to the house where the party was at, and the back patio was cleaned with bleach. So, did he upset somebody when he got into a fight with his girlfriend? Did he upset somebody because he was really drunk? Was it just a fight that he got into with several people? It could not have been just one person causing all that injury. The types of injuries he had, you feel like there would be like 5 grown men beating on him. Right, Nicole? And it makes it so suspicious. So why are these people not being grilled about what happened at that party? But like I said, I have heard rumor, and it's been on the Facebook groups, that there was one person that was coming forward and was giving some information. So hopefully, for this family's sake, they deserve to know what happened to their son. They deserve to know what happened to their brother and their nephew and grandson. There has been, and I do know there's one video that there was an interview with his best friend Jack. And there's several times in there that the woman like says, wait, I thought y'all said this happened, and then he kind of recants what he says. It doesn't add up, Jenny, and I definitely agree with you on that. But again, these are our opinions. We have a right to our opinions. And we are just going by the information that is out to the public right now. I pray, though, that if somebody did do something to him, that they are found and that they get the punishment they deserve. It's just so scary because there's so many things that have happened in these areas in Oklahoma. This is not far from where Heather Rich, what happened to her. And there's been so many others. I know of a person that I knew up there that his cousin was killed in an accident coming home from a party there. It's crazy. It's crazy that so much happens to the young people there. And y'all know me, where we lived in Oklahoma, I told y'all over and over again that place was cursed and it was evil. And I'm not saying that about all of Oklahoma. I'm just saying that general area. But I definitely hope that they find what happened. Let me see if I'm still... Yeah, it's still doing that. I don't understand why that's doing that. I had to turn my camera off a while ago, though, because it was creeping me out big time. All right, let me see. But we are going to... This is not going to be the last time we talk about Noah on here. Once we get more information, I'll bring it to you. Because I want to know what happened. I want to know who was responsible. And any chance we get, me and Mom are watching all kinds of stuff about this. I urge you all to go and watch any videos you can about him. It would not surprise me, Nicole. I have seen cult activity up there before. Further north than that, but yeah, I have definitely seen cult activity there. I urge you all to go check into this case, and it's so sad. And he was such a good young man. You know, he partied, he had fun like, you know, most teenagers did then, but I'm trying to see if there's anything else on this. But this is the actual medical examiner's report. And so we got copies of it. And that's how we found out about the multiple types of injuries he had. Because on anything you read, it talks about his, the broken neck and the head trauma, all that, but it doesn't really list all the specific injuries he had, and he had so many, and it's sad. And if this was his friends that did this to him, wow. Wow. And then the other friends covering it up, is it because they're scared of the other people? Is it because, but if you turn them in, they're going to go to jail. And it's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to that person to make sure that what happened to them doesn't get swept under the rug. They're not your friends. Exactly, Joanne. They're not your friends. They're not your friends if they're expecting you to cover up something like this. This is horrible. This is horrible what happened to him. And like within a day of this happening, like by September 5th, everyone was like, no, something fishy's happening here. Everyone knew it. Everyone knew it. So I just pray for this family. I pray that they get the answers that they deserve. And I pray that Noah watches over them. And I know he's in a far better place, but it was his life on earth here was cut way too soon. He had a lot of big plans for his future, so I hate that this happened to him. But yeah, just check out all the videos and everything that you can on it. We're going to get off of here. But we are going to be starting up the I Get It From My Mama live stream. So I'd love to see you all there. We're going to start that here in probably 5-10 minutes. I'm going to go potty break, drink break, and all that real quick and get everything set up for the deal. If you want to purchase a wheel spin, grab bag, treasure hunt, you can go ahead and purchase those now. Use our PayPal or Cash App. And everything is $6. You pay for that plus $6 shipping, unless you just get a wheel spin. If you just get a wheel spin, then you only pay the $20. So the other games are $15 each plus $6 shipping. Wheel spin is $20 plus nothing. $20 and nothing unless you add more stuff to it. But I do have some more wristlets, and I have new products that I showed the other night on TikTok that I can't wait to show you guys. So, all right, I will see you guys here in a few minutes. We love you. You mean the world to us. We hope you know that, and we will see you here in just a few. Love y'all. Bye.